I don't use
Yeah.
pre-constructed role plays.
Okay.
I want people to work from their own experience and deal with their own real issues.
So a lot of improvisational theater
A
technique.
lot of improvisational work,
Okay.
and it's partly because my work is always bound up also with conflict and cultural fluency and how we bring that to our work. And I have found it so offensive if someone is using contrived scenarios to talk about any number of cultural differences, because very often...
Give me an example. Because it sounds like this is stuff that is still done.
Oh, very frequently done. Let me
Okay.
pick an example that's not racial or ethnic, although there are many of those, but those are more usual. If, for example, I were doing training in a public policy arena, and I were to construct a scenario where there are conservationists, and there's industry, and there's government, what I'm likely to get if I ask people to role play those roles, particularly if they're not very aware of some of the nuances within them, is stereotypes of those particular roles. And I actually don't want to elicit that. The very last thing I want to do is to work with people's notions or stereotypes of what a conservationist is like, because it can be so disrespectful, and all it really does is perpetuate the stereotype. So I'm much more interested in people working with their authentic issues. Also, to do that means that transferability is more likely, because you can do almost anything in a scenario, in a skit, but the question is, what do you do when you get back into your home setting? So I want to be working with people about real issues from their home settings